Hello. Wonderfully sunny day today. In this, the 20th Sunday in Ordinary Time, just briefly, I want to go with the readings in order, which is unusual. First of all, just the first reading briefly. The last line, "For my house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples." In other words, here Isaiah is really saying God is reaching out to everyone, not only to the Jews. And then to the second reading, Paul addressing the Romans. Paul's quandary, especially here in the Romans, is that the great majority of the Jews have rejected Jesus as the Messiah. And so Paul has been sent by God to the Gentiles, many of whom are now accepting Jesus. But in the line where Paul says, "For God delivered all to disobedience, that he might have mercy upon all." In other words, at one time, the Gentiles had rejected the Jewish way. And then now, the Jews are rejecting God's way, Jesus as the Messiah. So all have been delivered to disobedience. God let everybody go their own way. But now God gives mercy to the Gentiles. He invites them who were once not accepting God's way. But now he's given the Gentiles his mercy. So as Paul would like to see it, would like to dream, the Jews now, he hopes, will be jealous of the Gentiles accepting the Messiah that they had just rejected. That was not to happen. But many of the Gentiles were to accept Jesus as the Messiah and take on great persecution. The point being that what had been offered to the chosen people is now offered to all peoples. God's way, Jesus as the Messiah, the one God being the God of all peoples, those peoples who accept him, and not just the chosen people. In the gospel reading, Matthew chapter 15, verses 21 to 28. This can be a very difficult reading for a lot of people. There's some explanation is really required here. Jesus says this line, "I was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Jesus sees his mission as to only to the chosen people. He's saying to the Canaanite woman who lives in the region of the Tyre Sidon, which is apart from Israel. He's saying, I'm not called to be Messiah to anyone but to the Jews. Jesus was raised as a Jew. He was in the womb of Mary. He was a little baby. He was a toddler. He grew to be as a young boy, then an adolescent, a young adult, in the home of his mother and his adopting father, Joseph. So he's raised as a human. And in that environment, he takes on the culture of the Jews. Among the Jews, they see the people who are not Jews, the people who are not chosen, to be the goy, to be rejected by God. And with that, there's this flavor of the goy, or the scum, the refuse, worthless people, the rejected by God. And Jesus saw it that way, that he was just sent to the chosen people. Jesus recognizes when she comes up, Jesus recognizes in her response, please, Lord, even the dogs, the goy, the scum, the refuse, the worthless, even the dogs eat the scraps that fall from the table of the master. Jesus, I think, was really stunned at her answer because he sees great faith, a faith he didn't expect. In her faith, he sees the work of God in her, God his Father. That God his Father is saying, this woman is accepted by me. And so, because of her faith that she's accepted God as her Father, you too, my son, are to accept her. Right away, Jesus sees that. And Jesus is converted to a different way of thinking, from the Jewish way of thinking to God his Father's way of thinking. And so he says to her, O woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish. Now he accepts the call of God his Father to take this woman who does not belong to the Jewish people as a representative of all the people who are not the Jewish people. They are the Gentiles. They are now a part of his ministry. His ministry now is no longer just the chosen people, but all the people who choose Jesus, all the people who accept Jesus as Messiah, all the people who accept Yahweh, God, as their God. May we all be blessed in the Lord, that every day more and more we choose our God to be the God of our lives.